About 2,500 years ago, in the land of Iran, a man appeared who was about to change history. His father was Cambyses, and his mother was Mandana. From the very beginning, the union of the Medes and Persians was in his blood. It is said that Astyages, the Median king, dreamed of his own downfall and ordered Cyrus to be killed. But Cyrus survived and grew up far from the royal court. When he grew up, everyone realized he was no ordinary man. His courage, intelligence, and sense of justice made many people follow him. In 550 BCE, Cyrus rose up against Astyages. Many Median soldiers joined Cyrus without serious fighting. That's how the Medes and Persians became one. And from that moment, the Achaemenid Empire was born. Cyrus was not only a warrior, he knew how to win people's hearts. He respected the religions and cultures of different peoples and did not rule by force. This mindset set Cyrus apart from other kings of his time. The rise of Cyrus was not just the beginning of a reign, it was the beginning of a new way of thinking. After taking power, Cyrus didn't think only about Iran. His vision was much bigger. The first serious threat was the wealthy kingdom of Lydia in Asia Minor. Lydia had great wealth, a strong army, and Greek allies. Croesus thought he was unbeatable, but Cyrus had other plans. Cyrus didn't wait for the enemy to attack, he struck first. The main battle took place near the city of Sardis, where Croesus was confident in his power. Cyrus used a clever tactic, placing camels in front of the enemy cavalry. The Lydian horses panicked at the smell of the camels, breaking their formation. That single mistake changed the course of the battle. Sardis soon fell, and Croesus was captured. Yet again, Cyrus broke tradition and spared Croesus's life. After Lydia, it was Babylon's turn, one of the greatest and most important cities of the ancient world. Babylon looked strong from the outside, but inside, things were falling apart. The people were unhappy with their king, and the temples had been disrespected. Cyrus understood these conditions well and took advantage of them. Everyone believed conquering Babylon was impossible. His army diverted the Euphrates River to enter the city through its riverbed. Babylon was captured without destruction or massacre. The people even opened the city gates for Cyrus. Cyrus respected the gods and beliefs of the Babylonians. It was here that the famous Cyrus Cylinder was issued. We will talk about this charter in a video. After Babylon, the empire stretched from Asia Minor to Mesopotamia. Many regions surrendered without battle, just upon hearing Cyrus's name, because everyone understood that Cyrus's rule meant security, not destruction. Unlike many ancient kings, Cyrus did not interfere with people's religion. Every nation was free to worship its own gods and follow its own traditions. The main religion among the Persians was Zoroastrianism, a religion that emphasized good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Achaemenid society was not made up of Persians alone. Medes, Babylonians, Egyptians, Lydians, and many other peoples lived side by side. Contrary to common belief, women had an active role in Achaemenid society. Some women owned land and received wages. Some of their names were even recorded in administrative tablets. Achaemenid culture was a blend of many different cultures, from Egyptian architecture to Mesopotamian art and Persian taste. The result was monuments like Persepolis. Law mattered for everyone, even for those close to the king. Justice was considered the foundation of the government. When people had security and respect, they saw no reason to rebel. Cyrus's army was not just a simple force, it was organized and well structured. Cyrus understood that without order, no empire could survive. That's why he built his army properly from the very beginning. Medes, Elamites, Babylonians, and many other peoples served in the army. Soldiers carried shields, spears, short swords, and bows. Archers played a very important role in battles. Cyrus relied more on tactics than on brute force. Like the tactic of using camels against the Lydian cavalry, commanders were chosen for experience, not just noble birth. Obedience to command was the army's core rule. Disorder and disobedience were severely punished. The most famous unit of the Achaemenid army was the Immortals, 10,000 elite soldiers whose numbers were always kept constant. If one was killed, another immediately took his place. That's why they were called the Immortals. The army's goal was not only to fight, but also to maintain security. The army's presence kept trade routes safe. This security strengthened both the economy and social stability. Ruling such a vast empire was not an easy task. That's why they created a precise and well-organized governing system. The entire empire was divided into regions called satrapies. Each satrapy was governed by a satrap. The satrap was responsible for administrative, financial, and judicial matters, but his power was not absolute. The military forces of each satrapy were controlled separately from the satrap. The treasury and taxes were supervised by independent officials. This was done to prevent anyone from gaining too much power. The king had inspectors known as the eyes and ears of the king. They conducted surprise inspections and reported back. Even satraps were accountable to them. Each region kept its own local laws. But everyone had to respect the king's law. Justice was considered the foundation of the government. The Achaemenids did not want everyone to be the same. Each nation kept its own culture, language, and customs. The government mainly ensured security and order. The king stood at the top of everything. Final authority belonged to the king, but decisions were not arbitrary. Advisors, nobles, and laws placed limits on the king. Share your thoughts about that era in the comments. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.